Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the SC Reports podcast. I'm your host, Stevan Cyrus. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are talking about George Karl and his book that has sparked a lot of controversy, to say the least, and we're going to break that down today. So, as most of you guys might know by now, it has been broken down into like 3 or 4 parts. So I'm going to talk about each part. Then I'm going to give you the quote from George Karl regarding his book. Now, first off, it started with Carmelo Anthony. He said, and I quote, "He was the best offensive player I have ever coached. He was also a user of people, addicted to the spotlight and very unhappy. When he had to share it, he really lit my fuse with his low demand of himself on defense. He had no commitment to the hard, dirty work of stopping the other guy." Now, George Karl also wrote that Kenyon Martin, J.R. Smith, and Carmelo Anthony, who he all coached in Denver, said that they were spoiled brats. And here's the quote: "The spoiled brats you see in junior golf and junior tennis." He also said Anthony and Martin were negatively affected by not having fathers in their lives. So you could imagine what, Kenyon Martin said, calling him a coward, had some bad words for him as well. Carmelo Anthony has kind of dodged this whole thing, saying how it's not affecting him, and, he's just trying to be very professional about this. So, but Kenyon Martin, J.R. Smith, they both kind of posted stuff on Twitter defending Carmelo Anthony and themselves in this particular situation. Now, the next thing that happened was a few days later, George Karl came out and said that there was a huge PED problems. This was in another part of his book. And I don't know if you guys are really small and you're just watching my podcast, welcome. PEDs are performance enhancing drugs. Now, that would be also linked to steroids. Personally, I think that steroids is the worst sport for basketball, okay? Especially in this day and age. I don't think that it is and can be a huge problem. If you think about it, almost everybody wants to shoot these days. And you can't do that if you have big arms or is very, very strong. I mean, think about all the great pure shooters of the past. Think of one that was deezed or was bulky. Stephen Curry, stringy guy. Ray Allen, he was ripped, but he didn't have huge arms. Reggie Miller, same thing. Why do you think Shaq isn't a pure 3-point shooter? Why do you think Dwight isn't a pure shooter? Big arms, way too damn strong. I think the jump shot has continued to become the most valuable thing any player can have in their arsenal. And I just don't think PEDs would be a huge problem in the NBA. Everywhere else, yeah. Football, of course. UFC, it's been documented a lot. But I don't think that steroids would be a huge problem in the NBA. But I'll leave that up to you guys. Tell me what you guys think. Do you guys think that PEDs is a problem in the NBA? Or is this George Karl just being crazy? I always want to know what you guys think. And the last thing documented by George Karl was his relationship with DeMarcus Cousins. Now, keep in mind before I tell you this, that George Karl and DeMarcus Cousins, even before they were head coach and player, had beef. Okay, DeMarcus Cousins did not like George Karl, and George Karl did not like DeMarcus Cousins, even trying to get him traded. So what happened was George Karl went on record and said that DeMarcus Cousins is the most disrespectful player he has ever coached, saying that he physically wasn't there. He had to call a lot of fatigue timeouts because of his conditioning and just blasting him. And I truly do think that we've seen sides of DeMarcus Cousins, where he doesn't like the media, he's going to be disrespectful to the media. We've seen how he acts towards certain people, and usually it's because they have done something to him to kind of provoke him. I think if it's very risky because we don't know what transpired. At least I don't know what could have transpired between George Karl and DeMarcus Cousins. So if you guys have a little bit more backstory to what could have happened or what did happen, I would love to know in the comment section below. But before they even were, linked as head coach and player, these guys had beef that I didn't even know existed. Now, when all of this came out and George Karl, basically had to go out and defend himself, he said that he was surprised by the backlash. He appeared on ESPN's Mike and Mike on Thursday, and this was his quote about the book, about how surprised he was. There's no question, he said, and here is his quote. Surprised? Yeah, I guess there's no question. We all want to be liked a little bit. The backlash was interesting. A couple of things I learned from. I think the big thing is a couple of things I probably should have studied. I didn't know. I probably should have studied what I was writing a little more than I did. So, this book was more so of a rant, I'm guessing. He was just angry and he just wanted to vent about how he felt about a lot of things because he didn't go and he didn't edit his book. I'm guessing he didn't edit because of the things that he said. It was just very blatantly disrespectful. Like, you can't look over that and say I'm going to publish this without seeing that there's an issue there. So this is just a very bad spot for George Karl. I truly believe that this is the last time we will see George Karl in the NBA. I don't think he even wanted to be in the NBA. To be completely honest, I think he was done with the NBA. Because you don't release a book like this, blasting players, and think that you will ever have a chance of winning a team over. That you ever will have a chance of getting a GM's trust. Because it won't happen for you. It just won't happen. I can guarantee it. George Karl, even if you wanted to coach in the NBA, he won't have that chance. Hell, if you wanted to coach in college, he's probably still wouldn't have that chance. A lot of college teams want him, but the players, the way that he just blatantly blasted some players in his book, they would be scared as hell. So guys, I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think George Karl is crazy for everything that he's saying? Is there merit? Is everything he's saying justified? Put it in the comment section below. Share it with your friends. And guys, I will see you tomorrow or after the New Year's. If I don't post another video after tomorrow, I want to quickly wish you guys happy holidays and have a very good New Year's. Be with family. Eat a lot of food. Celebrate. I don't know, if you got a girlfriend, go kiss her. Apparently that's a thing. I'm single as hell, so I ain't doing none of that. But enjoy your New Year's, guys. I'm gonna try and post again tomorrow, but I'm working all day, so we'll see how I feel after. And I will see you guys soon. Be sure to share this video, like. Alright. Peace, guys.